So this is really interesting.
So,
I didn't know that
let me tell you the
Myriam was going to
story
bring this, had no idea, and then she pulled it out, and I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on here? Is that Android?
Yeah, can you ring the camera on this? So this is a pair of headphones I picked up in China, made by a company called Vinci, as you can see, Vinci, whatever. And they're going to be bringing this to the US apparently. So I reached out to them because, I'm a reporter. So I was like, this is interesting. So it has this, it's Android. I'll show you. You see, it's kind of Android-y. So it's got a very heavy skin. You can't just install apps on this, although I suppose you could APK in and do it.
Yeah.
But basically, it plays music. It has sensors, so it can detect like whether it's on your head and pause when you remove it and stuff. It streams music from Spotify and from Amazon Music and a bunch of other music services, and it has voice control and gesture control with a touchpad on one side and a touchscreen on the other side. It has a nice little visualizer like that, and it works as Alexa. You can tell it, Alexa, what's the weather right now, and it'll do that. Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if
that's pretty clever. That's cool.
Let's see if I can do it or not.
And I put it on, and
Alexa, what's the weather? Oh, you know what? I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so I emailed them and I said, what's the deal with these? Like, they're China only. And they go, no, actually, it's funny you said that. It's the website is actually did you have that somewhere?
It's en.vinci, VINCI.IM.
Here's what I found out. They're apparently launching this in the US in time for the holidays, in time for Black Friday. And they want to capture your email address because apparently they're going to do crowdfunding. They have these already. They're not needing the money for crowdfunding. Like they can make them. Obviously, they exist. It's just that they want to build community in the US or something. So if it's something you think you dig, go check it out and maybe see what happens if you put your email address in there, and maybe Chinese hackers will take your address and do something fun. I don't know. The bottom line,
that sounds delightful.
I know, right? The bottom line is I'm intrigued, and I'll see how it develops. But I think it's kind of cool, like that we see Android in devices that are wearable but are not smartwatches,
right?
And that are like standalone music player. By the way, it also has Bluetooth, so you can pair it with your phone and normally use it, and a headphone cord, so you can actually plug it to the headphone jack and use it like a normal pair of headphones.
If you have a headphone port.
Which is kind of cool. If you have a headphone port, which is disappearing rapidly. Yeah. But they're really well made, and they sound good, right? You listen to them.
I put it on before the show, and it immediately recognized it was on my head and started playing music.
It has a SIM slot.
Oh, nice.
Which I haven't tried out because I don't think it has any kind of US bands. But it supposedly does 3G.
Very cool. I love that about Android.
So,
it's like these weird
if
little
they actually...
And I don't think we see enough of that, actually.
I think noise canceling is something that they're talking about. But the thing is, the reality is, if you are interested, sign up, because ultimately, if they launch this thing in the US, you might be able to get them. You know what the price point is from what I hear?
$129.
I paid about $129 in China for them. So I figure they're going to be between 100 and 150 US, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. Because how much is Beats? Like $300?
Yeah.
And it's just dumb headphones. There's no smarts to them.
Having a screen on your ear while you're listening to things, kind of weird.
But what also makes it cool.
I mean, it makes it different.
Look, you have a visualizer, and it goes dark after a while anyway.
Visualizer's not for you.
That you can't see, The visualizer for people who see you, that's weird.
And look, it's on Eastern time. Look at that, Ron. It's on your time zone.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I mean, what's to stop someone from coming up and going and stopping your music?
Nobody, I think.
Huh?
Nothing. Or maybe when it's on your head, it only. I mean,
maybe it detects and like locks the screen or something.
Yeah,
I can see them doing
I have barely played with these, but I think they're kind of interesting.
Very neat. Vinci. Go to en.vinci.im. VINCI. To check it out for yourself.
Craziness.
Cool stuff. Thanks for bringing those.